please let me know if you feel it needs any modification or if you have questions, or perhaps we can shorten deliberation time at the meeting. So I took your motion, I broke it out into 3 different areas, and the reason why I did that is because I didn't think it was doing Vanderwater any benefit to not be aware of a particular resolution that was made back in July. I didn't change any of your wording, and I certainly don't care to read your motions. I'm not trying to take anything away from your motions.
What's the particular resolution made back in July on it?
The particular resolution made back in July, it states that the town will continue to move forward with this appeal, giving continued public financial support for it, and that the town agrees to account for and return any monies not utilized in this appeal effort. I felt it was only fair to have that included, because if we did appoint Vanderwater or any other attorney, they needed to know that there was no money in the Comprehensive Plan Appeal Fund to pay for their bills, based on this resolution that was passed on July 14th.
But there could be if an issue comes back up. I mean.
Well, again, the Attorney General is handling this case right now, but I think.
I don't have a problem with saying you have to get our approval to act on it, but.
I think there has to be,
Well,
we can't pay for their vouchers unless there's money in that fund to pay for them. And right now there's 0 in there.
Well, if that's the only issue that you've got,
That is.
then we don't need to go through an executive session, okay? However, I don't believe that it's true that we don't have the money. There is money in the budget.
It doesn't
There actually was money in the budget last year, but people were so concerned about the budget that basically people said, look, we'll make sure the town is covered. But the town board is on the hook here, in my view, to continue to support this. The town board is the one that voted to do this.
The town board voted to do this based on the continued public financial support for it. And that was the resolution that we made.
Decision.
And that was the part of the decision to vote for the appeal, because we were told that there was plenty of money for this appeal, that everybody wanted to get together, and there was no problem financing this appeal. And if we did that, that wouldn't be an issue. And that resolution was passed in July 14th, and I wanted to make sure it was included in your motion so that Vanderwater understands it. If they do have any vouchers, that we would have to get funding from the public in order to pay them.
All right, so let's go through these motions.
That is so wrong, it is unbelievable. So wrong, it is unbelievable.
What's wrong?
You're holding up members of the community.
That's what.
It's highway robbery against the members of the community. You pay or we won't support you. What is this? I mean, did the town board make the decision? Or did we turn over the decision to the community if they want to pay for it?
Ross,
The town board made a decision to appeal this.
yes, we did.
Based
And Ross,
on
leading up to
continued
this,
public financial support.
leading up to this, Bill Jeffway assured me and assured us that there would be public support for this appeal. And that was part of my decision to appeal this. You know, that was, I mean, he put this in writing to us. I don't know what your issue with that is.
Well, I think that abuse is being made of that offer, because that offer was clearly made.
It wasn't a sincere offer.
In the shortage of funds.
We still have a shortage of funds. We will always have a shortage of
We don't
funds.
know that. We don't
How
know.
much money is in that line right now?
What, the Comprehensive Plan Appeal Fund has 0 in it.
Our attorney line has how much in?
I imagine it started out with a $65,000 budget, so. I'm
And
sure
so
it's
you're
less than
saying that money wouldn't be available if it was needed?
What did we spend last year, 100?
No, answer my question. Are you saying that money is not available if we need it?
I'm saying for the appeal, which is being handled by the Attorney General, and we don't even have to deal with right now.
Right.
Anyway, we're digressing.
Wait a minute, I didn't get my
I'm
answer.
answering. Based on the resolution we made on number 6608 on July 14th, we agree to continue to move forward with the appeal, given the continued public financial support for it. That resolution passed, and it is a resolution that I can't ignore. When we're appointing an attorney, I feel that they need to be aware of it.
Anyway, Ross already said if that's the only issue, he's fine with it, so let's address the motions here. that
No,
you
I
made.
said I didn't need to go to executive session. I didn't say it's fine.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
my misunderstanding.
So your position right now is, with the understanding that the Attorney General's office is handling the case, and it is going forward, but if something came up wherein Vanderwater needed, the Attorney General's office needed to consult with Vanderwater for 2 hours, and that would help the Attorney General's case going forward, that you, as board members, would vote to deny the payment of Vanderwater's service for 2 hours in order to let that go forward?
No, we would want Vanderwater to be aware that there is no money in the Comprehensive Plan Appeal Fund to pay for any of the
And you
services.
would not pay them out of the attorney line?
Based on this resolution, I don't think I could.
So you're saying you were not supporting going forward if there was a fee incurred because there was no money in that line? And how about if we moved $5,000 into that line? Would that satisfy your need?
No, because that is supposed to be funded with continued public financial support. And in addition to that, we were assured by everyone that there was plenty of money for this appeal.
But it's the wrong thing to do, Bobby, to
It's wrong.
continue to draw on the community's goodwill and expect them to pay for something when it was really only designed to help the town over a budget hurdle.
Well,
That is-
there are a lot of
that is-
people in this town who don't want to support the appeal
But
as
the
well.
board voted to appeal
We
it.
did, and we've supported the appeal, and we continue to support the appeal. However, I just want to make the motion that, your motion, that appointing Vanderwater is conditioned with the knowledge of this resolution, which is already in place.